That phone might feel so far away. In fact, it might seem impossible for you to reach that. Let's say that phone was all the way at the back of the room. How am I going to get off this table? I can't. How am I going to get there? I can't. But I want you to know that nothing is impossible. And if it is impossible for your dreams to come true, let's say you want to become a pilot and you can't be a pilot for some reason, maybe your eyesight or maybe your height. I know somebody who couldn't be a pilot. They're doing something now that they actually love to do. See, all things come together for the good. That's how it is in my life. You see, there's nothing good about having no arms, no legs, is there? No. If I, click my fingers, metaphorically speaking, and your arms and legs disappeared, do you think you'd be happy with me? No, you'd come run after me and headbutt me, okay? Because there's nothing good about having no limbs. But I love my life. Do you want to know why? Because I've seen the purpose. Because I have no arms, no legs, you're all listening to what I have to say. This is maybe the most attentive you've been in any guest speaker. Because everybody else is boring, and what would they know anyway? That's what you think. Don't worry, I was at school too. Like, what do you know? I don't care what many people have to say. They have no idea what I'm going through. What pain do they know? But you see me and you see what sort of pain I could go through and what I've gone through. And all of a sudden now, I'm seeing all of you, and maybe for the first time, you're believing these words out of my mouth saying, I love you. And you don't even know me, but you actually believe that I do love you. You see, it's an unconditional love. You don't have to do anything for me to love you. I just love you. Why? I don't know, because I just love you. Why? It's love. It's unconditional love. Not only is it about you and your life, but what about the people around you? If you think that you have no purpose, Nick, I don't know what I want to do. I wish I could do this, but I don't think this is going to happen in my life. Let me tell you this. So many people came up to me and said, Nick, I don't have a purpose. I don't know what to do in my life. Let me ask you one thing. If you went through your life full of pain, full of tears, and at the end of your life, you actually saved somebody's life, is your life worth living? Is the pain worth someone's life if you could actually save somebody? Can you imagine? If you actually saw somebody nearly get run over a car, you dive and get them out of the way of the car, for instance, an example, would that be worth living? You save somebody's life. I don't know. What about this? Let's say that you have a problem in your life and you want to give up now. Imagine if someone 10 years older who's gone through the exact same thing that you have actually got through it and came to you and said, you know what? I know how it feels. I've been there. I've been going through what you're going through now, but I'm still here. Would that not encourage you? Could that possibly save your life? Yes. Is that not a purpose worth living for? And that's why I believe in you, because that is the greatest purpose. It's to love. Honest. It sounds corny, whatever you want to say. I don't care. I love people because there is freedom and power in loving people. You have a choice every day you come to school to either tease somebody, gossip about somebody, or you can go up to them and encourage them. You can go up to somebody and say, hey, you're looking good today. When you ask them how you doing and they say okay and you know they're not okay, you can say, no, really, how are you doing? You could save somebody's life. Oh, really, Nick? No, I don't think so. Check this out. I was 6 years old, grade 1, 12 people teased me. I counted them all on my fingers. 12 people teased me. And at the end of the day, 10 to 3 in the afternoon, I said, I can't do this. If one more person teases me today, that's it. I'm going to give up. And I'm driving in my wheelchair, my BMW 7 Series to my parents, right? And there is this one girl who yells out, hey, Nick! And I'm thinking, great, here it is. She comes to me and she says, Nick, I just want you to know that you're looking good today. And I'm like, oh. The power of encouragement. You can save a person's life. Because I tell you, I was walking, man, this way. You're not good enough. People telling me, no one loves you. There's nothing good in your life. You can't do this. You can't do that. No one's going to want to marry you and all these sort of things, and get to the edge. And all I needed was that one more person to tell me that I wasn't good enough. And I'll be down there. Do you know that you could be that one person for somebody else to push them over? You don't know how many people have eating disorders in this school. You don't know how many people want to hurt themselves in this school. They hide it. You don't know how many people hate their life. And you're one of the reasons why. Can you imagine that? Serious. Why? Just because you want to have fun. Grow up. Grow up. I dare this school not to tease another person for the rest of the day. I dare you. I dare you. Do you think that's possible? People will say, well, I won't do it, but everybody else will. Be the change you want to see. And you be that person and turn them around. This school should have every person having a friend. You see somebody having no friends, why don't you go up to that person and be their friend? Because you're scared of what people think of you. Let's do it. Let's wake up. Embrace it, man. Let's live. I love my life. Nothing stopped me. Am I happy all the time? No. No, I'm not happy all the time. I'm not happy. I cry sometimes. Not because of no arms, no legs. This is easy. I'm talking about the things in life that other things, man, I'm like stressed about and anxious about it. The person that I love, they're hurting and I can't do anything about that. That's what kills me. We're all going through something. We're all trying to find that something, that happiness. You can find it. Because I found it. Check this out. You need to learn something. Do you know for you to learn something, it was actually learnt by somebody else? And anything that anybody else learns, you can actually learn. Makes sense, right? How do you know this is black? Because someone taught you it was black. Why? Because someone learned that this was black. And you were able to learn that this was black by someone teaching you. Nothing's really beyond your reach. You understand what I'm saying? But we're not all good at maths. We're not all good at athletics. We're not all good at, maybe telling colors. Big deal. Find what you love to do. I love loving people, man. I love encouraging people. That's the greatest thing. The greatest business in the world, saving people's lives. Love it. But we're not all going to be speakers. We're not all going to be doing something. That'd be crazy. What do you want to do in your life? Is there something more to your life? Because I found something more to my life, and I believe it's God, and you're on your own journey. It's fine. I love you guys so much. I love you very much. Choices are yours. I made a choice to keep my virginity until I'm married. It's proof beyond words that my wife was worth waiting for. Do we make wrong choices? Yes, we do. Are there consequences for bad choices? Yes, there are. And I can talk another half an hour on consequences on drugs, sex, and alcohol, but I'm not here to lecture you. I'm not here to say not to do drugs and not to do all that stuff. Look. But don't believe that you know everything either. What I don't know won't kill me, right? That's what they say, right? That is stupid. How dumb's that? Let's say I've got a brain tumor and I don't know it. Is that going to kill me still? Yeah. Duh. Idiot. Of course. Look at me and my life. I've made choices and this is how I am. This is where I am. And I love it. You know what's cool? Sorry. Just Getting a seat organized. That's better. Put my feet up, you know. I want to talk about my wife. I'm not married. I don't know who my wife is yet, right? It's okay. I know she's coming. It's fine. She's coming. Just because you have no boyfriend, girls, it doesn't mean you're not beautiful and that you're not loved. You don't need a boyfriend. You don't need to use your body as security to make you feel that someone needs you. My wife is coming. And I may not have hands to hold my wife's hand, but I don't need hands to hold her heart. That's all I want to hold. I'll tell you, a real man would wait. A real man would not put your life in danger if you're not 100% sure that you're going to be together for the rest of your life. That's why I haven't had sex, because I don't know who I'm going to marry yet. Why sleep around with everybody else? It's so silly. Why? Just for temporary pleasure? No, man. It's beautiful to know I've only shared that with my girl, and I'm her guy. I love that. We're going to have children together, I know that. And how am I going to hug my children when they're crying? I used to get depressed over that. What kind of a father am I going to be? Check this out. There was a girl, she's so cute, man, you know, one of my friend's daughters, and she was, 2.5 years old. She had this pink flowery hat on, pink shoes on. She was about my height as well. And she came and she was hugging everybody goodbye at this family function, and she comes to me, and I'm sitting on the floor, and she's just looking at me, and I'm like, cool. She's just staring at me. I'm like, okay, what can a 2.5-year-old honestly be thinking about? Like, this is so weird. And she was looking at me for about 25 seconds, and then she realizes something. Like this little light, bing, came to it. And she realized that I had no hands to hug, so when she came up to me to hug me, she put her hands behind her back. And she hugged me with her neck. I know. Isn't that more beautiful? It's so beautiful.